So for all the Bruce Lee fans out there, you're familiar with the phrase, the art of fighting without fighting. Well, I'm going to take that one step further today and demonstrate the art of cooking without knowing how to cook. Seriously though, when I first went plant-based, one of my biggest fears was giving up my favorite food. And as you've already probably guessed, that food, pizza. So what I did is I started playing around with a couple ideas, and I came up with something I actually like way better than the pizzas I used to eat before I went plant-based. So I just kind of wanted to share with you how, and what I do with that. So I start out with a pizza crust. I got this one from Trader Joe's, and in fact, everything here is from Trader Joe's. I'm really big on convenience. I don't like running around all over the place. So the crust is not gluten-free, so all my clients and people that follow me that are gluten-free, they have gluten-free options there, so definitely do that. So the next step is I am, it's completely dairy-free. I don't do cheese for a lot of reasons. A big one is we're the only species that nurses from another species and after childhood. So it's weird and kind of gross, and there's a lot of other reasons too not to do dairy, but I'll get into that in another video. But what I found was there's this here, it's an organic hummus, again from Trader Joe's, and it's got a little bit of a tartness to it, and it really does a good job of satisfying that cheese flavor that we look for in things like pizza and some other stuff. So I put a layer of this on. Next, organic tomato basil, really good marinara sauce, so I put that on there. I use it with my pastas and things like that too. The next thing, I put on a layer of organic, they have fresh organic basil. I love this stuff. It just adds a lot of flavor to it. And I found a little tip on this is I used to buy the basil, and I usually wouldn't get through it before it got all wilted, and I try and save it in the fridge, and that just doesn't work. And then I figured out that if I just take it and put it in some water, that it'll just grow on my counter for days. So that's actually been kind of a cool trick. I grab it, throw some leaves in my, in my soups, salads, some of the egg white things that I make. So that's a cool little trick. Next one, I use put in a pretty significant amount of garlic on this. Really great for boosting your immune system, and I've found that if you eat enough of it, great for social distancing. So it's kind of a double win right now during this whole Corona thing. Put in a decent amount of onion on here. I love onion. I like things spicy, so I really like these red pepper flakes. If you don't like spicy, don't do this because they're pretty hot. Organic mushrooms. I dice up a bunch of those, put those on there. Again, mushrooms are amazing for boosting immune function, so we'll talk more about that in another video. And then I slice up some tomatoes. I put that on there. Pop it in the oven, bake it for about 15 minutes, and bam, I got a great dinner. And I think one of the best things about this is the pizzas I used to eat, I'd get done eating it, didn't really feel that great. I was really lethargic, my thinking's kind of slow. And with this, I'm going to enjoy a great meal, and when I'm done, I'm going to have energy. And in fact, I'm going to have a few slices of this, and then I'm probably going to go for a run and go do some training. So there you have it. We just learned how to make a great plant-based pizza in just a little over 60 seconds. So go ahead and play around with that a little bit. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, stay safe.